This book review is on Conscious Coaching, the Art and Science of Building Buy-In. This book is about getting athletes to buy into your program, but it's also a lot more than that. It breaks athletes down into archetypes and discusses their personalities and tendencies for each of those archetypes. Then it gives you advice on how to work with and communicate with each archetype, followed by a story from a coach's experience with that certain type of athlete and how they trained them. So the book's kind of set up where they'll talk about an archetype, talk about a lot of the different tendencies and things that that archetype will do, some of the struggles that will happen with that archetype, and some of the strengths of that archetype. Then the coach will speak on how they trained with them, giving a personal story from a bunch of different coaches throughout the whole book, and how they trained that particular athlete to get them to buy into their program. And whenever he discusses buy-in, he's not just talking about do exactly what I want you to do. He does discuss a lot in the book on how it's kind of a give and take, how sometimes you'll get an athlete to do one thing that you want them to do, but then you've got to give a little something back to them. I like this book. The only real complaint I have about the book does get a little repetitive throughout it, but it's a pretty good read. I do like it. This is something I've struggled with quite a bit as a coach, is really getting a lot of different athletes to buy in. So I think he gives a lot of really good tips in there, and really talks about connecting with your athletes to understand where they're coming from so you can help them on their journey of whatever it is. And talks about how they're not just athletes, they are people, and we are trying to help them along their road. So as always, guys, I'll put a link for the book below. Let me know what you think about the book. I hope you guys check it out and hope you like it.